Let's go back to the morning of March 8, 2014. The flight took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia at 12:41 a.m. was expected to arrive in Beijing, China at 6:30 a.m. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 was carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members on board at the time. The crew of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 consisted of 12 members. Captain Zari Ahmad Shah, the pilot in command. First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, the co-pilot. 10 cabin crew members. Captain Zari Ahmad Shah was a highly experienced pilot with more than 18,000 flight hours. He was 53 years old and had been with Malaysia Airlines for over 30 years. He was described as a dedicated and respected member of the Malaysia Airlines family. The cabin crew members were all Malaysians, and their ages and experience varied. They were all trained and experienced in safety and emergency procedures. The aircraft, a Boeing 777-200ER, took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. with 227 passengers and 12 crew members on board. The flight was expected to arrive in Beijing at 6:30 a.m. However, at around 1:30 a.m., the flight lost contact with air traffic control and disappeared from radar screens. The air traffic control personnel on duty attempted to establish contact with the flight, but were unsuccessful. They then followed standard procedures for a lost aircraft, including notifying other air traffic control facilities and initiating a search and rescue operation. The last known position of the plane was over the South China Sea, between Malaysia and Vietnam. An extensive search and rescue operation was launched, involving multiple countries and involving both air and sea assets. The search area was initially focused on the South China Sea and the Gulf of Thailand, but was later expanded to include the Indian Ocean. After it was determined that the plane had likely flown for several hours after losing contact with air traffic control. Despite an extensive search effort, no wreckage or debris from the plane was found. It has been reported that the air traffic controllers on duty did not notice anything unusual or out of the ordinary during the flight's initial contact, and that the plane's transponder, which transmits location and identification information, was turned off or stopped working just before the contact was lost. The investigation report revealed that the communication system on the plane was deliberately shut off, and the plane was deliberately flown off course, but the reason and who might have done that remains a mystery. There were several theories proposed as to what might have happened to the plane, including hijacking, pilot suicide, mechanical failure, and terrorism. However, no evidence was found to support any of these theories, and the cause of the disappearance remains unknown. In January 2018, the official search for the missing plane was suspended, but private search teams and individual citizens continued to look for the wreckage. In the same year, the official investigation report was released, but it was inconclusive about the cause of the plane's disappearance, and the debris of the plane hasn't been found yet. The incident remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time.